This will not be recorded. No one is listening in. I think you know why. I honestly didn't think you were capable of it. Criminal mastermind and you don't come together immediately.
That was sort of the point, wasn't it?
Was it?
You still don't have all the pieces. That's why you're here. This is fun.
Presumably it all began with Killer Croc kidnapping the boy. You didn't need the ransom, did you? Elliot's wealth financed all of it.
Essentially, but you can never really have enough money, right? You'd know better than anyone.
Where did you get the kryptonite for Ivy's lipstick?
Where did you get it for that ring? You have enemies in very high places. But you didn't hear that from me.
So, you promised Croc you could surgically cure his mutation for a price.
Well, you have to remember that we're not dealing with a brain trust there. Croc never quite understood that we infected him with the virus. He was desperate for a cure, and we'd have provided it during surgery. The antidote isn't hard to figure out. I imagine wherever the feds have him, he's been restored.
Scarecrow did the evaluations.
Everybody wants something.
Poison Ivy?
Money. And she's got a thing about Catwoman.
Harley Quinn?
Love. Getting to work with the Joker.
The Joker? He couldn't have been easy.
At first. When he heard the Jason Todd gag, he couldn't resist.
Clayface?
Money. Another moron. Why do I have the sense you know all this already?
You angered Raish. He wasn't really playing. He got involved because you had used one of the Lazarus pits and he wanted me to find out who it was. It's why you left the ash on the back of the armored truck. You hoped I would remove Raish from the game.
How do you know it was me?
Elliot's medical records are in storage in Philadelphia. You didn't use your real name, but Arthur Wynne, the man who invented the crossword puzzle. That was the missing piece. Riddler.
Arthur Wynne. I always loved the name. Wynne, as in win.
What was it? Brain tumor?
Great riddle. How do you cheat death? The Lazarus Pit.
You were diagnosed as terminal. When you came out of the pit, you must have been quite mad.
Not mad. Angry. I used to be a somebody in this town. Now everybody has a gimmick. I was going to show them all. And I did.
Dr. Elliot must have been quite impressed by your miraculous recovery.
Cancer. It brings people together in a way that, well, you don't have it, so you wouldn't understand.
But Elliot's mother died from it.
I thought he'd pay a fortune for the cure. Turns out he wanted something more. He knew I was from Gotham City, and my, oh my, did he have a mad-on for Bruce Wayne.
So, you came up with the bandaged man in the trench coat.
Hush.
Hush.
It started as a joke, you know. We had to keep it secret. Then Scarecrow starts singing the song, Hush, little baby. It's about a kid who can't be satisfied, and it's stuck.
But in order to make it all work, you had to solve the riddle.
Yes. The Lazarus Pit gives you a unique kind of clarity. Riddle me this. Who is that under Batman's mask? And now the world is my oyster. Right, Bruce?
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
What?
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
Time to get a new fence. Everyone knows that one. It's worthless.
That's why I have nothing to fear from you. You had to tell Elliot, but no one else. Not even Clayface when he was playing Robin. I know you, Edward Nigma. Maybe better than you know yourself. Riddles are your compulsion, your addiction. And a riddle that everyone knows the answer to is worthless. In case you ever again do decide to trade on my identity, keep in mind Ra's al Ghul is still looking for who used his pit. Question: How would you fare against the entire League of Assassins? You have enemies in very high places, Edward.
Get out.
One last thing. Why Jason? Why bring the boy into it?
Question. How many times have you beaten me? Answers, 5, 10, 100? But, question. What is Batman's greatest defeat? Answer, the death of Robin. Didn't like having your nose rubbed in it, did you?
His grave is empty. Where is Jason's body now?
That is a riddle, isn't it?
What happened?
He fell.
Need any help?
No. We're done.